Good afternoon and welcome to Author Talk. We are joined by Share columnist Pat Watson to talk about her upcoming book, In Through a Colored Lens. Pat is joining us from Toronto via Skype this afternoon. Pat, hello.
Hi, good afternoon, Matt.
Good afternoon. Now, I've read this book and I found it very interesting, very unique. Could you describe this book to our listeners, and could you describe what brought you to write it?
Well, what brought me to write it was really a celebration of an anniversary, in a sense, a milestone. I've been writing columns for Share newspaper in Toronto for 10 years, and 10 years seemed like a good time to review the work I've done and to put the more timeless, more universal pieces into a book for people to get in touch with, really.
Now, when reading this book, I noticed that you write from a very unique perspective, as if you're almost trying to get a voice to those who cannot speak. Now, could you describe your writing and writing perspective?
I am aware that I'm giving a voice to those who cannot speak. I'm aware that I'm one of those voices, and I'm aware of the kinds of experiences that we have in common as Black people struggling to earn a living, as Black people dealing with many issues within the larger society, within a larger community. So this is what I tried to do. I tried to take those individual experiences and to speak to them in that individual way, but also in a universal sense. And I know from speaking to people and people speaking to me on the streets that, in fact, they recognize themselves often when they read what I've written.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I could sense that you have much enthusiasm just listening to you. You could sense this very much. So, what was your experience writing this book?
My experience writing the book, in the sense of having been doing this for 10 years, is that it's been a learning experience for me as I grow more and more connected to the people in my community and the experiences that we have as a group within the larger society. In terms of compiling all this material, my experience has been one of looking at all the various things that touch our lives as people, as African Canadian people, as people of the diaspora. It's been really remarkable to tell other people's stories and to try to present a perspective on even issues beyond our community, but from our point of view.
Quite. Thank you very much, Pat. It was a pleasure.
It was a pleasure talking to you as well, Matt, and I really hope that this book generates enthusiasm among readers and that they can see themselves in it and use it as a way of having a kind of interaction. Of course, people can always contact me through Skype, through Twitter.
Yes, Skype is with us.
Through Twitter or by looking at the page, the blog.
Yes, let's just mention that Pat has a blog advertising her book, inthroughaColoredLens.wordpress.com, I believe.
Thank you, Matt. Yes, that's it.
Thank you, Pat. It was a pleasure as always. That was Pat Watson, author of the delightfully illustrated book, In Through a Colored Lens, which will be available on Kindle Tuesday, September 17th. I'm Matt, and this is Author Talk.